pan-cooked pork with sage, applesauce, all homemade. We're going to do it with greens, amazing glazed carrots. We're going to do it with brown rice. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. My superfood version of a classic dinner. Perfect pork, crispy sage, fresh applesauce, and a great tip for glazing carrots without the calories. One of the nation's favourite dishes, pork and applesauce. Let's do it in a way that's really healthy, really good for you, and 3 of your 5 a day. This is an incredible balanced dinner, absolute perfection. Let me show you how to make it. First up, we're going in with 150 grams of brown rice and a pinch of salt. It'll need to cook for about 35 minutes. While that rice is boiling, we want to do 2 jobs. So we're going to get a colander, we're going to put that on top, and we're going to steam our carrots. Now, we like steaming because it does kind of help preserve a lot of the nutrients. You're not losing that in the water. So grab yourself about 200 grams of baby carrots. I'm going to keep them whole. So they're going to steam for about 15 to 20 minutes. Next job, applesauce. Now look, I know you can get it in a jar, but this is next level. And it's so simple. You just need 2 green apples, roughly chopped, remove the core, then put them in a pan and cover with 300 millilitres of water. I'm not going to add any sugar, I'm not adding any butter, it's going to be clean and fresh, but I do want a vibe going on there, and ginger is going to give that. Cut a centimetre piece and take off the skin. If you dry this, right, this makes the most fantastic ginger tea, so don't throw it away, dry it, and it's delicious. Slice up the ginger, then it's going in with the apples. Cover and boil down until it all softens up. And you don't need to overcook it because I want to keep that greenness, okay? Once cooked, liquidize the apple and ginger until smooth. Pour into the dish and leave to cool until later. Now it's time for the beautiful pork fillet. Often, when you're talking about really healthy cooking, people always sort of think, well, pork, it's kind of very fatty, is it healthy? Well look, we're using a fillet of pork. It's one of the leanest cuts, really, really nice. About 220 grams for 2 people, and it's tender and delicious. I want to show you a preparation that makes it outrageous in flavour to completely transform this beautiful meat. I'm going to season it with salt, pepper and nutmeg. Really good, a lovely old-fashioned spice. So get yourself some greaseproof paper, sprinkle it with salt and pepper, then grate over a quarter of the nutmeg before laying the pork fillet on top. And then simply roll it up, coated in that beautiful seasoning. Okay, next grab some sage. You'll need 8 large leaves. Lay out 4 on the bottom, 4 on top. This is going to flavour it, it's going to kind of cook into it. So just put the paper over the top, put your body weight into it. If you peel that back, the sage will stick to the pork. Also, that weight has tenderised it. It's going to taste and look incredible. Let's put the pan on. Let's get it onto a nice medium-high heat. Drizzle a tablespoon of oil into a hot pan. The pork's in, looking beautiful. And it'll need to cook for 4 minutes on each side. This is a cracking cut of lean pork packed with B vitamins and thiamine, great for a healthy heart. This pork is already looking beautiful. We've only got minimal fat in the pan, but enough to baste the pork, and of course as the pork cooks the natural fats are coming out as well. The carrots have had enough time, we've just taken the rawness out of them, throw them into the pan along with the pork. And you're going to start kind of searing and catching the carrots. Next, I'm going to steam some tender broccoli. It'll need about 5 minutes. But for the final 3 minutes, add some leaves. I'm using Swiss chard. With the pork, I'm going to let it rest now. While it's resting, I want to zhuzh up the carrots. So grab 2 juicy oranges. Classically, when you do glazed carrots, you have butter in there and a load of sugar. And of course, that's going to send our lovely healthy dish off the scale. We don't want that. So we're going to be clever. We're going to use the natural sugars that occur in here. So just squeeze it into the pan. And what's going to happen is these will naturally glaze, but the flavour is going to be bright, full of life. Carrots and oranges, they're really good friends. It's going to be nice. Add a pinch of salt and keep an eye on it so it doesn't reduce down too much and burn. Have a look in here, guys. You can see the orange juice kind of cooked down. Then it'll start almost acting a little bit more like honey. Once the carrots are glazed, turn off the pan, then drain the rice. Now guys, it's time for a clever trick with the applesauce. I just want to show you a little technique that I do that's kind of beautiful. Just a couple of tablespoons of nice yogurt goes in there, and then the same of that applesauce. And then I want to marble it. It's really refreshing and sour, and that, my friends, is special. Right, now for that stunning pork fillet that's been resting. Get a nice sharp knife, and I'm going to carve it at an angle. Just slice it about a centimetre thick. Just perfect. So, let's serve up. The brown rice is going to work really well here. First of all, trading up brown rice from white is a really massive bonus. It's going to fill you up more, it's going to taste more complex and interesting. It will take a little longer to cook, but that's okay, 20 minutes, it's fine. But at the end of the day, it's more fibre, and that's really, really good for you. Next, you want your steamed, charred and beautiful broccoli. Then we've got the pork. I love the way that sage is cooked into that pork. Then we've got these unbelievable carrots, and that's the thing, I just want to kind of just put them bonkers all over the place, and the sweetness and flavour contrast is going to be absolutely amazing. Finally, we're going in with that delicious, vibrant applesauce. Flavours galore. All of the food groups are in here. We've got 3 of your 5 a day. It feels indulgent, but it's literally the most beautiful, balanced, healthy food you could give your body. Unbelievable. Right, let's try it. That applesauce is so alive. It's sort of got that beautiful balance between sweet and sour. Really delicious. I want some more actually. That is so, so good. Your body's going to love you for that. So there you go, guys. Beautiful pan-cooked pork, homemade applesauce. Happy days.